Back when I was in middle school and start of high school, I would wake up. I'd eat a crappy breakfast full of carbs, cereal, donuts, blah 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 blah. I'd go through motion of my routine, kind of brushing my teeth, doing whatever I wanted, just like kind of half-assing everything, just to get it done, so I could hop on my phone. And I'd spend like half an hour scrolling, watching random videos until the bell finally rang for school and I went to my classes. And there, I wondered why I felt so lethargic. Wondered why I felt so tired throughout all the day, and I wondered why it was so hard for me to focus. Now, with a morning routine, you know, I've my breakfast has no carbs in it, although if your breakfast has some carbs in it, it's cool. I meditate every morning. I really put effort into making my mornings good. I have a little bit of a workout I do. I skyrocket my attention span, my ability to focus, my happiness throughout the day, my ability to put out effort. It's all gone way up just by getting down a good morning routine and by making sure that I'm ready for the day. So, why is the morning routine so important? Well, a morning routine kind of almost cues your brain to wake up and to start working. If you cue your brain correctly, you won't be tired when you wake up. You'll be very, you know, energized, you'll feel happy, and when you it really sets up your entire day. Just like in swimming, let's do that because I'm good at it. That start really sets up the rest of your swim, because without a good start you won't have that momentum going into the swim. Same thing, without that good start in the morning you won't have that momentum going into your day. So that's why morning routine is very important. So let's talk about this. So the most important part of a morning routine might sound a little funny, but the most important part actually comes during the night. It's your sleep. You have to make sure that you are getting enough sleep every night, waking up at the same time every day to cue your brain that the moment you wake up, you're like, all right, I'm ready to go. You don't have that grogginess, you don't have that confusion. You're up and you're ready as soon as you wake up. Because without a good sleep, your morning routine won't be able to do much, because you'll wake up, you'll be tired, you'll be, groggy, and you won't be able to put in the effort to make your mornings good. And then you won't be able to, sorry, you won't be able to put in the effort to make your day good. So, turn off all your electronics at least 1 hour before you go to bed. You know, the earlier the better, but 1 hour is just the general rule so that you can start preparing yourself to actually sleep. You don't have that blue light and everything like that. And I recommend giving yourself at least 9 hours to sleep, because everybody says 8 hours, but you don't actually sleep with 100% efficiency. There's times where it takes you 30 minutes to fall asleep, and you wake up in the middle of the night because you have to go to the bathroom. It takes you more time to fall asleep then. And you spend a lot of time not actually sleeping. And 9 hours of sleep will actually be more like 8 if you really take in account of all those times. And 8 hours of sleep will actually be more like 7:15 if you take into account all that time. So make sure that you are going to sleep and giving yourself a good amount of time. Second part is you need to wake up at the same time every day. I wake up at 5:45 every day to give myself time to get my morning routine done and before my bus comes at 6:45 during the school year. Of course, it's summer now, but during the school year, this is how I did it. But for you, it can be different. It can be 6, it can be 7, it can be 5, whatever works for you to find a time to complete a morning routine that you've set out for yourself. The only part that really matters is that you're consistent with waking up and you have time to do your morning routine. So your body knows that it's ready and that it needs to wake up, and so that you are ready for the day. So now that we've set up our morning routine for success, let's talk about what not to do in the morning to ensure that the rest of your day goes very smoothly. So I talked about these in my story, but they are very, very important to avoid because they can impact your entire day if you do them. So number one, don't eat any super high processed or sugar foods because they can really mess up your day. The sugar and the non-nutritious carbs will give you what we call a brain fog throughout the day, where your brain feels lethargic and it's just craving sugar throughout the day. It's hard for you to focus and it sucks. I don't recommend eating a lot of carbs. If you have a couple pieces of fruit for your breakfast, that's fine. But I want you guys to have a really nice, nutritious breakfast, so something like that is good. I recommend adding in some good protein into your breakfast to start off your day. Eggs are a really, really popular one in the self improvement space for a really, really good reason. They're really high in protein and good, healthy fats and, you know, nutritious stuff like that. So, eggs are a really good way to start your morning. But at the very least, no processed food like pancakes, waffles, cereal, donuts, anything like that. At least don't use that. Number two, don't use your phone in the morning. Your phone is literally designed to take your attention away and to hook you to your phone. In the morning, your brain is the most fresh, it's the most agile, but it's also the most susceptible to distractions. So if you just keep releasing the dopamine in the morning by using your phone, you're going to fry your sensors really early in the morning. You're going to feel bored. You're going to feel unfocused. You're going to feel uninterested for the rest of the day because you're just craving more of that dopamine hit that you got in the morning. So don't use your phone for as long as possible after waking up to keep your brain focused and alert. I don't use my phone really until after the school day ends. And, that doesn't have to be like that. If you need to use it like an hour after something, sure. But turn off notifications, turn off all that to stay on task and stay away from all the traps that companies use to steal your attention away. But this also means, no music, no earbuds in the morning for the exact same reasons. It's just dopamine. Don't try and cope and just say, oh, well, I'm just really listening to music. No, it's just as bad, you know? It's all just unnecessary dopamine that you don't have to do. Now, let's talk about a realistic working routine for high schoolers. Well, in our self improvement space, most of these guys talk about morning routines for business. They talk about how they don't eat until 1 o'clock and they work for 5 hours straight. It doesn't really work for high schoolers because we're in school and we don't have that ability to just get all our work done like that. So I'm going to share with you what I found works best for me as a high schooler and what I would recommend for you to do as well. First thing I do when I wake up is I go to the bathroom, I fix my hair so it looks all nice and beautiful, then I go brush my teeth. So I do that every day because with that, waking up, going to the bathroom, fixing my hair, brushing my teeth, it just cues my brain that, oh, it's time to get up. Let's get it. And my brain, after doing that, I feel like I'm not tired at all throughout the day or in the morning. The next thing I do is I cook eggs. You don't have to cook the eggs, but I find that when I cook the eggs, it is so much easier because what I'm doing is I have to focus on making the eggs so I don't burn them, I don't accidentally do something wrong. So it kind of focuses my brain as soon as I wake up, which it's like a warm up for my brain. It's a warm up that I focus and I can cook and I can still get my healthy breakfast in. Next, I do my meditation. I talked a lot about meditation in the mental health video that I just made. So I'll put it up as a card. You can go watch it if you want to. It's a really good video, and I think that it should be used for everybody. I mean, everybody can use it to help themselves out. So go watch that video after you're done watching this one. Next is I do a little bit of a workout. It doesn't have to be huge, but it also just something to get you going. So for me, it's just like abs. I do a little bit of ab workout before I go to school because I feel like it kind of warms up my body. I can't tell you why, but I feel like it warms up my body for the rest of the day and it gets me a little more alert. And it really shakes off the rest of the tiredness that I feel because of the fact that I'm working out, that I want to push myself, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It's like 3 sets that I do because I don't have a lot of time, but just something like that to kind of warm myself up for the day. Then I work on something meaningful. Generally, it would be working on video ideas, thumbnails, scripts for videos that I'm about to post. But it can be something else. Like if you want to build a business, maybe working on building a website if you like doing that. But something that you like to do because again, it's kind of like a warm up for your brain where you can focus on it, but it's also something where you want to do it, so it's not too much discipline into doing it. Then, after all that, I do some schoolwork, but find your own routine. This one's a pretty basic, good one, and if you want to make changes, be my guest. Now, let's talk about the weekends, because on the weekends, I lose my routine sometimes. A lot of other people lose their routine because we have much more free time. We don't have to be at school by 7:45 or 7:30, but we don't have to do anything for a lot of our morning usually. So, for me, I actually don't eat on the weekends. I follow the more businessy thing where on the weekends, the first thing I do as soon as I wake up is I meditate. Again, I feel like it's a really, really good thing for me to do. I really enjoy meditation and I feel like it helps me out a lot. But yeah, I don't eat. I meditate. Then after that, I go and record videos. I go here and I talk to you guys for a bit. This generally takes a couple hours. I would say 3 to 4 hours to record videos. Today I woke up at 6:45. It's about 9 o'clock now, and I'm about halfway done with making videos. But after that, I work, and after I work for a while, generally I finish around maybe 11, 10 sometimes if I'm fast. I'll go and work out. I'll go and do generally an easier workout on the weekends because I don't have the discipline to really do the super hard workouts on the weekends because I just finished a 4 or 5 hour recording session of writing ideas, making videos, editing videos if I start stumbling over my words during something. So it's a 5 hour recording session. I'm very tired usually. I don't have the discipline to work out. I'll admit that. A lot of the times I'll do easier workouts that I feel like are easier, like just doing like biceps and triceps with some forearms, with some maybe shoulders because I really like doing shoulders, but something that is easy for me. Definitely not something like legs or something. And once all that is done, I usually cook up a nice big brunch or a lunch for me to eat. And for the rest of the day, I'll go to my friend's house. I'll chill out with them. I'll do things with my family. Do things that are more fun because we're teenagers. We should have time to have fun. Now, your morning routines do not need to be exactly like mine. If you don't think meditation works for you, that's fine. If you want to do a cold shower in the morning, great. Go ahead and do that. They don't need to be exactly like mine. It's just like workouts. This is just a general idea. You can do whatever you want. Just don't do the bad things. Change it as needed. Find what you like to do in the morning. But just prepare yourself for the day. Hope this video helped. Remember, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.